I've tried to write it as phonetically as I can, so I can say it in a Jamaican accent for you. So it will be, if you can't hear, you must feel.
Whoa.
And basically, translated, that will be, if you can't hear, so if you don't use your ears for detecting information, then you'll have to experience what it feels like to not take any notice. You know, so if for example you are playing with something dangerous and I say don't do that, you might get burned, and you think no I won't, and you carry on, then you'll experience the burning. And it's a phrase that my mother as a child would always, particularly as we became teenagers, would often say to us. So I've put you, you'd say you, and then Y and a U, so y really. And Kian is a C-I-A-A-N-T. So it all depends. If you lived in the countryside in Jamaica, then sounds would be more exaggerated in a way. I mean, my father had another one that he would use, particularly at night time, when he would say, every man has to find their own boundaries.
Oh.
And basically it was like, you need to go to your bed, you need to find where your bed is and go to bed.
This one is called Aada بخفي حنين. Means he came, after all this work, he came back with nothing. Or just 2 pairs of slippers.
Yeah, and that's interesting because in Jamaica, my parents sort of came to England in about 1960, 61, and when they go back as returnees to the island, they feel that they've got to show that, having spent all that time in England, that they made something of themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, they will go back to
a lot.
absolutely, and then the local people will think they've been there all these years, they can't come back with nothing, you know, and so they often, you find that they end up building very big houses on the island. But I don't think people think about that, but it's a whole idea of, you know, you want to go and show that you've improved, and you know it's been worthwhile you going. You're not returning empty-handed like when you first went.
Exactly.